Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready? 51. Gun. 8.
Get him.
Express.
Get him. Go. Slam.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Watch 54. Watch the screen.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
20. Give me that 8.
Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Let's go, D.
Wait.
We got to step it up.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Fresno.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there.
5 on the 50. High 7.
Check, Mike.
Easy.
Mike, 54. Crunch time, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is caught at the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. Lucky.
Green, 17. Watch twist.
Alert 3.
Flip it. Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Ready.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check. Hey, let's get a conversion. Check 24. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Jones.
Switch.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Keep playing hard.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
180. 51. Next pass.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Great.
From the 50, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Great.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's
Trot.
On first down, Newton. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
That's it, baby.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. With the snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check safety. You go tight. You got tight.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So with second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried the sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count, second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Hey,
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Check. Check, hot route. Hot.
5 on the 50. 5 on the hot.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Blue lady. Let's go. Let's convert. Oh, you got deep?
On 2nd and 12, Winston looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
My bad, guy.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Mike's 5-4.
Hey, let's get this.
8. Wide. Get wide. Sponge. No.
8.
Backer.
He's coming.
Bravo.
We got double up.
Express. Right there.
Now following the interception, here's Newton.
Just like that.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Mike, 54.
Express. Shift. 61. Matchbox. Light.
Check three.
Jam him.
Newton to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 21 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead. The quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here I come. 5-0. He's checking.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready. Flag. 22 hot.
54.
Flip it.
54 is Mike. Check. 54.
From the gun, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
White 25.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Keep it up.
Here we go, even.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Baby. Let's go.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Check 25.
59.
In your face.
Kill.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Ready? Black 22.
Mike 54. Here we go, D.
Sonic.
Defense all day.
Even.
Barber on first and 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Come on, boy. Orbit. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Easy. Hey.
Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, second and 7.
Watch edge.
Exit. Easy.
Buzz. Be ready. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here we go.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a second and 5.
Watch the out. Check 52.
Express.
I got it.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
20.
Hey, check 25.
On third down, Newton. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I tell you, you can't fault the pass protection here. He had all day to throw, and he just couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. And quarterbacks will tell you that after a while, they start getting antsy back there. So this is just a great job defensively to stay with these receivers as long as they did.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Right there. 54, Mike. Come on. Sunday. I got shot.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones.
Watch out.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Let's go!
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Switch. White. Twist. Watch twist. Let me go.
On first down, Jones. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check. Watch me. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
2nd and 5 now. Winston airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike's 59. Mike
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here, come get some.
Winston now.
He don't want it. Check nickel.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Flip it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Slam.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Ready? Black 25 to hot.
Mike's 54. It's just me and you.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. Hey.
Mike, check. Watch 54. Man out.
Working out of the gun, Winston. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Peyton Barber was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
It's going to be a long day.
Winston. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Haywood.
54. Mike, 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Easy.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
Crawl the way back home. Mike's 50.
Let's go.
Mike's 50.
To throw, Winston.
All right, D, let's. All right, D.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So on fourth down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gay's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, fellas.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On 2nd and 9, Winston over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Ready.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running right, Jones.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Jones breaking from the contact. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Let's go.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Check, check.
Where do we go?
Jones. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to collect. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike.
Jameis to throw it.
Bandit.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans. there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Gay is on for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Let's get it together. Peek the edge, peek the edge, peek the edge.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Yeah, baby.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
54.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Slam, slam, slam. Wait.
SOS. SOS.
This is Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready. Black 22 set.
Check, 59.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Winston on 3rd and 2. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Here we go.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Watch for flag.
Ball
Watch
up to the
flag.
35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out
Kill.
of the pistol to give to Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be second and 12.
59. What we got?
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Let's go.
Now Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
There we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back to throw, Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything's seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Ready?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. That's Samuel caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go. Let's calm the crouch.
Guys, it's game situation.
20.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Great. 51.
Newton throwing again. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches.
51's the mic, boys. 51. 20. It's been a long day for you. Back. Charlie. Back. 8. Check 49.
Again, Newton. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was third and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
There you go.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Newton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Express! 24, check 24.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Yeah,
watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On second and 9, Newton.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing third and long.
Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Boom! Bus stop!
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Ready. You're not ready. Easy. Hey.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Get your swing.
And the blitz does come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
It's your time, baby. We did our part.
Ready. Look, Katie.
5-4. Mike's 5-4.
It's a party now.
8.
It's a party now.
Check three.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Here comes the boom.
Levante David in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Rabbit.
Off play action. Newton. He's going to fire one deep over them. And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 45 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Green, triple team.
50.
Easy. Hey.
Check. 59.
Hey, here we go.
Now Winston. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Mike 54. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Slam.
Throwing, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Express! Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shit!
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's get it now, Check 13. Check 13.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Go, Mike. Set. 180.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey.
Check. Lucky.
20.
Newton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 44 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go, baby.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the Opportunity. They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, check 24.
Come on.
Check 24.
Sunday.
First down, they go with Barber again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready. Check 22 times. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Check 50. Mike is.
Let's go.
59.
Now Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line.
Ready. White 25.
Mike's 59.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Flip it, flip it, flip it.
Zoom, zoom.
Winston.
No gain on that defense, no gain.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 12 yards there and a first down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Ready.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Mike, check. 59. 59. Delta. Hey, me and you.
Here's Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Ready. Black 22.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
You gonna go night-night? Time to go night-night.
Green, Trevor C. Easy. Hey.
Mike, 59.
Coming to you.
From the red zone now, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
I got him. Easy.
Play it.
Back to throw.
Hey.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.